Hello friends! In today's update, it's not a travel update, but it's still related to travel. Now, going home to the Philippines and bringing money to the Philippines, specifically foreign currency. Now, a lot of us bring foreign currency in the country and have it exchanged here through pawn shop or money changer or through the banks. Now, and that's what we use for our vacation here in the Philippines. Now, there have been issues faced by some kababayans that I would like you guys to be aware of to avoid. Now, I think many of you are already aware of it, but I would like to share the experience of Anna, her advice to our kababayans, and I think it's a very good advice from Anna. Kung may dala kayong cash, ngayon pa lang, check nyo na mga dollars nyo pag faded at may punit sa mga gilid, kahit maliliit lang or may sulat at luma na papalitan nyo dyan para wala ng hassle pag exchange nyo dito, or mas maigi, $100 na lang dala nyo lahat kasi pag mababa sa $100 ang dala nyo, may bawas sa rate. So this is about the foreign currency na dala ninyo. It may not be accepted in the Philippines or it may be exchanged for a lower rate. So for example, guys, if you bring old bills, it may not be accepted for. For many places, they prefer the $100 bills with blue strips. Because it's harder to fake, plus it's newer. So, mas mabuti po, it's much better if you bring new bills. New po, wag po yung old bills. Another thing, second, if your dollar is crumpled or lukot-lukot na, ayan, meron po, there are places here that don't accept that. So, dapat talaga siya straight. Huwag niyo po siyang ipo-fold-fold sa wallet niyo po. Next is, if it's ripped, if it's damaged, o may punit kahit ng konti. Ayan po, I've had my own experience. Just 2 days before my flight, I noticed one of my $50 bills were ripped on the side. I immediately went to the bank and they exchanged it. So if you have damaged or torn or faded old bills, crumpled, the easiest thing to do, guys, is to go to your bank and have it exchanged. Tell them, I'm going overseas, please give me new bills. And another thing, smaller bills. I'd like to share the experience of Jen. Naranasan ko na rin yan kasi pati $20 bills, 10, 5, ayaw palitan. Kaloka sila. Yes, there are money changers and pawn shops po that don't accept small bills. And sometimes they may accept them but they will give it to you at a smaller conversion rate. So, mas mabuti po if it's a higher, no? $100 or $50. Yung $5, iwan mo na lang po yan sa inyong foreign country. So, if you guys are going to have it exchanged through the bank or through pawn shops or through remittance centers, I think it's the best option to check all your dollars or your bills or go to the bank and request for new bills. Over the counter, ganun. Now, it's better to be proactive rather than experiencing issues here in the Philippines. No, your money is the most important thing na dala mo when you're going home. That's your cash, your fund. So, it should be fixed, no, prepared. And this is what many of our kababayans have been doing. Like Jenny, I have been doing this for more than 20 years na before po kayo umuwi sa Pinas, sa bank nyo po, kayo kumuha ng pera and tell the teller po that you need a new $100 bills po kasi dadalhin nyo sa ibang bansa and they will accommodate po ang request ninyo. Just be polite and nice. And some people may wonder, well, this crumpled $100 bills is accepted in the USA. Why wouldn't they accept it here in the Philippines? So there are many reasons. First and foremost, remember that we use Philippine currency here. And our kababayan shared pa nga kasi nga, according to Western Union, kasi yung mga nagpapapalit din, ayaw din ng may punit or sulat. So, nangyayari na iiwan mga yan sa inventory namin or surrender namin sa Bangko Sentral with a lower exchange rate. Lugi kami. Oo, kawawa naman yung teller sa money changer. Imagine, guys, if ever tumanggap sila ng bills na hindi dapat tanggapin according to their business rules, baka sila pang tumapal yan, kawawa naman din. So, let's respect na lang kung ano yung rules ng business. And I've heard a lot of good reviews about Villarica Pawn Shop na maganda yung exchange rate nila and they're not very arte. And so you guys, where do you have your money exchange? Comment down below. Most people exchange it through remittance company like Western Union, yan, Villarica Pawn Shop, SM. Your malls have their money changers then. And others do it with the bank. Others don't bring foreign currency. They use their card to withdraw money here in the Philippines. But please do know that there may be charges to that. Of course, my charge. Generally, here in the Philippines, if you use a card that was issued abroad to withdraw money, there is a 250 pesos fee. Parang $5 fee. And others, credit cards, depende, merong 1%. And then you have to notify your bank pa prior to your trip, letting them know that you will be in the Philippines and you will be using your card there. For me, guys, personally, I don't bring foreign currency anymore. Well, I bring some when I go back because I would need it. Pero for money that I will be using in the Philippines, the number one thing I do is send money to myself through remittance. So there are many remittance companies. There's Zoom, there's Remitly, there's World Remit, there's Wise, there's Western Union, there's RIA. There's plenty, guys. And even if you don't have a Philippine bank account, you can still send money to yourself. You can pick it up through cash na, Philippine cash. No, for example, you just bring $100 and you exchange it at the airport if you want some Philippine cash. And then, once you are settled na, the next day after or even on the day, go to the remittance company, pick up your money. No, send money to yourself, from yourself to yourself. No, it's very easy thing to do. Yan. And if you don't others send it to their family. If you well trust your family, you may do that po. If you have a family member whom you really can trust. But you can also send it to yourself under your name, receiver and sender under your name. That is totally fine. Completely normal. So there are many ways to bring money to the Philippines. You either bring your foreign currency, you send money to yourself through remittance, or you also use your card abroad to withdraw money here. No? Well, how about you guys? What are your ways when you're bringing cash? Or how do you bring money to the Philippines? But the highlight of this video really, guys, is if you're bringing foreign currency, make sure that it's new, it's fresh, it's crisp, it's not crumpled, there's no writings in it, it's not ripped or torn. Fresh na fresh, so that it will be 100% accepted in the Philippines. That's all about that. So I hope this video helped anyone there. No, i-check nyo na yung pera nyo ngayon pa lang para hindi kayo magkaroon ng issue sa Philippines. The exchange rate right now are really looking very good, no? Napakataas, especially ng US dollars. You can even take advantage of that. If you have Philippine peso, send money to your own Philippine bank account if you have one. I suggest, guys, if you're somebody who will really go home to the Philippines every 2 years or every year, have a Philippine bank account. If you have a bank account that is an OFW po, there is no maintaining balance. I just spoke with my bank teller yesterday. OFW din po yung bank account ko. Type and there is no maintaining balance. That is with PNB, by the way. So I'm sure other banks have that too. If you are somebody who really wants to vacation in the Philippines yearly, every 2 years, it's a good thing to have your Philippine bank account. You just have to bring your ID. ID lang naman yung required. Tsaka forms to fill out. Nasa bank na yun. Photocopy of your ID. But that's all about this update po. It's very important topic, no money. We don't talk that much. This is all I can share. I hope this helps somebody there to avoid the issues of hindi tanggapin yung dollars in the Philippines. So I'll see you guys. If you have anything to add po, please comment down below. Any tips or where do you have your money exchanged in the Philippines? Comment down below. Let's help one another. God bless you all.